Muito nove. Nossa senhora. Não sei mais o que está aqui. Boa tarde a todos. Good afternoon. Hello. Então vamos lá. Deixa eu só arrumar aqui. Não estou entendendo nada. 1.8-9. Começar. 9. Fechou. Agora só mês que vem para as telas de novo, Paulinho. Tadinho, horrível. Só mês que vem agora. Bah. Fala, galera. Tudo bem com vocês? Então vamos lá. Nós temos a lesson 27. Okay. The lesson 27 is about work and family. Okay. Work and family. And in the warm-up, we have nice things to do on a vacation. Okay. Vacation for you, Paulina. Yes, vacation, right? We have some options, right? For example, staying up late, visiting relatives, trying new cuisines, doing home improvement, like repairs at home, right? For example, paint the walls, change the decoration, right? Improve your house in general. In the second column, doing some travel, going camping, doing nothing but relax, and sunbathing, right? For you, Paulina, which activities can be awesome for your next vacation after coronavirus and in the future? Which options you consider good for you and for your family, for example?
Consider good for me are doing some travel and visiting relatives.
Doing some travel and visiting relatives, okay. That's it. Where do your relatives live?
Depende, tem gente que mora em Itajaí, em Blumenau e em Botucatu.
You have many relatives in many parts of Brazil?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, many parts of Brazil, but Santa Catarina and São Paulo, right? Okay. Just two choices, Paulina, for you. Visiting relatives, and the next one is, I forgot.
Doing some travel.
Doing some travel. Oh, that's it. That are good choices. I think for me, the same I do every vacation is staying up late. I used to go to bed around 4 p.m., I guess. The only problem of going to bed late is because you get up late too. In my case, if I go to bed at 4, I get up at noon, right? So it's a problem, because no, it's not a problem, because if you get up early, you can do more stuff. You can do more things. You can have breakfast earlier. You can do something more interesting than only sleeping, right? I think something that is always good too is doing some travel. Doing some travel. And actually, something that I've never done was going camping. Have you ever gone camping?
Yes.
Really? Where? In Lages or another city?
Around Lages.
Around Lages. Oh, and how was the experience? Did you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, and how was the weather? Yeah.
It's. I remember muito mal. Estava ensolarado.
It was sunny.
Sunny.
And at night was it? Did you sleep over in the camping? Also, like sleep.
Yes, I sleep.
And how was the weather at night?
Was cold, but I like it.
Yeah. And did people make the bonfire? Bonfire? It's like this bonfire. Bonfire, People did the bonfire?
Yes.
Yes. I think camping without bonfire is not a camping. But I'm curious about going camping. I've never been camping. I think it would be good, specifically to make some barbecue and uh, if you play the guitar too, you know, if you play the guitar and if you bring your guitar to this place, it can be interesting, you know. That's it, Lena. And when was this experience?
Uh, 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yes.
Ah, okay. With your friends or with family?
With my friends.
Ah, okay. That's good. Well, you know, let's check the vocabulary. Let's go there. Now we have audio. Yes.
Lesson 27. Words in action. Guilty,
Guilty,
compelling,
compelling,
concern,
concern,
fine,
fine,
groan,
groan,
roar,
roar,
siren,
siren,
sunrise,
sunrise,
sunset,
sunset,
breeze,
breeze,
weary,
weary,
earplugs,
earplugs,
earmuffs,
earmuffs,
chin,
chin,
palm tree,
palm tree,
to sway,
to sway,
swayed,
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 to sail,
to sail,
sailed,
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 to balance,
To balance.
balanced,
Balance.
balanced,
Balance.
to honk,
To honk.
honked,
Honked.
honked,
Honked.
to roar,
To roar.
roared,
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 to moan,
to moan,
moaned,
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 yes, to moan, moaned, yeah. Okay, Paulina, let's check some vocabulary that you are in doubt, you know, in doubt with them. Let's check some. Go there. No questions? That's it. That's it. No, no questions? Okay. Eu quero citar de novo porque eu fiquei com dúvida numa palavra aqui. Siren. Eu acho que é siren. Eu sempre confundo a última da primeira coluna.
Book 3, Lesson 27. Words in action. Guilty,
Guilty,
compelling,
compelling,
concern,
concern,
fine,
fine,
groan,
groan,
roar,
roar,
siren,
siren, siren,
sunrise,
sunrise,
sunset,
sunset,
breeze,
breeze,
weary,
weary, com som de weary, ok? Não, acho que era só isso mesmo. Eu queria só conferir o siren ali. Siren, beleza, fechou. That's it, Paulina. Now we have talk time. We have 8 questions as the same. The first one is, where should you never honk your car horn? You know, let's show you here. What is that specific? No, car horn. Look. You know where you should never do this? Where specific? There is a place that you can't do that?
I don't know, I think it is in my condominium.
My condominium?
My condominium.
Yeah. Do you know, Paulina, if we honk the car's horn near close to hospitals? You know, have you ever seen this like this. Have you ever seen this sign?
Yes, I
Yeah. So that's why close to the hospitals, we are not supposed to honk the car horn, because people are trying to rest, or trying to get better or something. And I remember when my mother stayed in the hospital last year, and I slept there too with her. And at night, sometimes some cars honked the horn close to the hospital, and it's really bad, because the noise when you are in a higher floor, um andar mais alto, I think the sound gets louder there, it's a acoustic effect that makes the sound up in a up floor more, makes the sound louder,
for myself.
It's not good. It's not, you want to rest, and the patient wants to rest you, and sometimes you can, just because of the traffic, that's really uh, that's really jam, I guess. Jam, traffic jam. It's really crowded, it's sempre conturbado, cheio, barulhento, and it's not noisy, right? Well, when you tell a lie, and I think you don't tell lies, of course, but sometimes we tell small lies, Do you feel guilty, Paulina, when you tell a lie?
Sometimes yes, and sometimes no.
Okay. Yes, I think sometimes we say that, oh, let me see, I don't know. Did you study at home? Yes, I studied. And sometimes you don't, right? And it's okay. But the question is about feeling guilty, feel guilty is something that is not good for our mind, because it bothers us. Bothers, incomoda, bother, bother us, right? It bothered us. It bothered us. Uh, to feel guilty. When in the past I used to feel guilty about many things that I used to do. Now sometimes I feel a little guilty, but I I I already overcame. Overcome is present. So passado é overcame. Okay, overcome, like superar, right? Overcome. Yeah. Well, which do you prefer, sunsets or sunrises?
Sunsets.
Sunsets. Yeah. Why?
I think most beautiful.
It's more beautiful. Yeah. Actually, I must confess for you, Paulina, that I have problem with this definition in Portuguese. I have problem to understand pôr do sol and nascer do sol in Portuguese. Everybody says, "Oh, I love seeing the pôr do sol," and I say, "Oh, is it in the morning? Is it in the afternoon?" Yes, Paulina, that's my problem. I sometimes I don't understand. So pôr do sol, o sol vai se pôr, né? So that's suppose that is in the morning, right?
I know this.
No.
No.
It's in the afternoon.
Yes.
Mas não não consigo, não faz sentido para mim a frase sol se pôr no sentido de ir embora. Para mim, um pôr, se pôr, é quando você põe algo, você vai.
Colocar ali, né? Tipo, vai vir. Eu não entendi o seu ponto de vista.
Não faz sentido, cara. Eu vou ter que mudar essa lei aí do sol se pôr, porque para mim, for my mind, it doesn't make sense.
Esses dias, uma postagem no Twitter, bem assim. Ai, o meu lobo vê o pôr do sol nascer.
O pôr do sol e ir embora, cara, para mim não faz sentido, sinceramente. Não faz, para mim a concepção de pôr. Vou ter que ler muito sobre para eu. Sério, não tô brincando, eu sempre bugo, cara. Que lindo o pôr do sol, né? Eu sempre fico assim, né? Tipo, eu sei que tipo, não sei. It's crazy for me. For my mind, it's strange to understand that. So in English, it's easier to understand because we say sunrise, rise, you know? Quando o sol, tipo, rise é subir, de ascender, né? Right? De ascender no sentido de subir, né? De ascensão, tá? De subir, de aparecer, ok? It's easy to understand, but in Portuguese, for me, sol se pôr, it's strange to understand. I think I must, all the time that when I listen this sentence, I think twice. Sol se pôr, and I say that, oh my God. Right? Paulina, the difference between earmuffs and earplugs, you know the difference?
I think it's earmuffs to protect our ears, and earplugs only to put the song.
It's only, and also the biggest difference between both, Pauline, is that one is used inside, you know, and the other one we use outside, like this. One is like we say aquele auricular, né? Que é uma coisinha assim para, right? The earmuffs we use outside, you know, it's bigger, right? And the muff and the plug we just plug in our ears, right? Like this. Okay, Paulina, we have question number 5, sorry. It's a little bit strange, some questions here, but the greatest point in all questions that we have contact here at book 3 is because we, how can I say? We try to create the correct sentence, you know? Understanding that some questions maybe are strange, you know, oh, this question doesn't make sense, but how can I create a correct sentence, you know? The next one is an example of this. Is there a cool breeze today? You know, cool breeze. Is there a cool breeze today? Paulina, what do you think?
I think today it's a cool breeze.
Cool breeze, you know, and I think also that it's almost cold. Almost cold. You know, almost.
Eu sabia uma disso, eu acho que esqueci o que era, mas eu conheço a palavra.
Quase.
Quase.
That's almost cold. No, it's a cool breeze, almost cold. No, which your favorite weather? Oh, it's the spring. Springtime, you like?
And summer too.
Now is spring, right?
Yes.
So you don't have problem with flowers, with the smell or something like this?
No, I don't have problem.
It's rhinitis. You know, you don't have rhinitis, no? Okay. I don't have either, thanks God. But most of my friends have problem with that, you know? That's strange, because it's something from the nature, you know? It's something that shouldn't cause problem on us, you know? So I don't understand exactly what happens. Paulina, the number 6 question is not for you because you are a student that is always here, that always come to school. And this question is asking if you have skipped any English class this month. Have you skipped?
No,
You know, skip like Fulano skipped today. He didn't come to Sebrae, so he skipped the class, right?
Falou aula.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Paulina, the verb sail and the third column means what? To sail. Yeah. Have you ever gone sailing?
No, we haven't.
You haven't? Even with a boat like this in the river? Que a gente coloca a boat aqui, parece só essas lanchas de rico aqui. Mas vamos pegar like this.
Não, mas não.
Yeah. In a boat? Have you ever in a boat?
No, I never.
Never. I have been sailing already in a boat at você fala caraca, River não. At Caveiras River and also at Canoas River. You know Canoas River? Yes, it's a huge river. You know, I think it's the biggest river of Santa Catarina. Meu Deus, como é que fala em português? Tipo, de um lado ao outro, assim, no rio, assim.
A extensão?
Não, mas extensão é o total, né?
Não.
Eu não sei como é que fala.
Comprimento? Não, mas eu não.
Não, quando eu falo, pois é, que tem o long, mas é de long, tipo, no sentido de extensão total, né? Do início ao fim dele. Mas em questão de caixa do rio, assim, a abertura dele, digamos. I think it's one of the biggest rivers in Santa Catarina. If it's not the big one, is among the 3 biggest. Right? Yes, I remember that I went fishing with my father and we rented a boat. So a small boat, you know, with... Eu aprendi mesmo esses dias naquele videozinho lá do TikTok, lá, sabe? Roar, 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 roar. You know? It's roar, let me check. Remo. Row, or. Meu Deus do céu, o que é isso? Remo. Remar. No, it's raw. Yeah, raw. Viu? TikTok com tudo também. That's it.
O senhor estava explicando ali que o Rio Canoas estava entre os maiores rios Santa Catarina.
Yeah.
O senhor usa a palavra among, que é tipo entre também, né? Mas também não tem between.
Tem o between.
Qual é a diferença dos dois?
Between. So, the difference between among and between, you can say, for example, let's imagine that my pencil case, right, is between the eraser and the marker. No? And if I say that my glass is among all my objects here, you know, when I use among,
É tipo uma geral?
yes, in general, like this, Among Us, you know, there is a game, Gods Among Us.
Yes.
So, in this case, we don't know who are the gods. Or sometimes we do, but there are so many people that we can't define who is God, who is not a God. So we say among.
Entendi. Deixa eu ver.
Right? Exatamente, ó, entre duas coisas, o between e o among. Talvez naquele caso ali, Paulina, seria correto utilizar o between até, tá? O que eu falei do rio ali. O que eu falei? Among is one.
Canoas River is among entre os três
Yeah.
maiores rios Santa Catarina.
que ele traz um exemplo de fisicamente aqui, ó. Não, seria between, Paulino. Significar o que está entre duas coisas, enquanto among se refere ao que está fisicamente entre várias coisas. Certo? Então, neste caso, como ele está entre duas coisas ali, o rio que eu falei, so Canoas River is between the three biggest rivers in Santa Catarina. If it's not the biggest one, it's between the biggest. Aí fica mais correto. Boa. That's it. Paulina, do you remember the last time you lose your balance and fall? You know?
Yes, I remember.
When was this?
Eu vou assim, tá. Tipo assim, minha mãe, ela me deu uma pantufa nova. Aí,
What?
uma pantufa nova.
Uh-huh.
Aí eu fui perguntar, ó, é lisa, né? Aí eu fui mostrar pra ela que era lisa, e com a minha escorregou e caindo.
There is a word, I think it's slippers. No, it's pretty, I think it's slippers, not pantufa. Slippers. Let me check. Japonês, por que tem japonês aqui, gente? Slipper, slipper, right? Like this. It's like slipper, right? That's slipper. So you got a new slipper and you walk it a little with your slipper and you slip it. Yeah, you know? Slip. Tá certo, slip. Yes, that's why maybe the name is slipper. It's like escorregadeira, right? Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. I don't remember the last time I fall. I think someday I almost fall at Sebrake's stairs, you know? I don't know what's going on, and I was using the cell phone and I almost fall, you know, to fall in a I forgot the name. To fall in a stair means trouble because it's hard, you know, you get hurt and some people even broke some part of the body, you know. That's it, that's hard. Yeah. That's it. Ninguém tá me respondendo aqui no YouTube, né? Galerinha. Paulina, we have now useful expressions, but before starting that, I want to ask you some more thing here. You have any question about the talk time, Paulina?
Não, acho que não.
Nothing else? Okay. Okay, the useful expressions now, Paulina. We have 4 useful expressions, right? The first one, honk the horn. It's about time. To keep up with the Joneses. To throw in the towel. Yeah? Honk the horn. Read for us, Paulina, the first.
Never honk your car near hospitals.
Never honk your car near hospitals. Yeah? Ou seja, you know, never beep beep near hospitals, right? Like I said before, you know, never do this, you know. It's sometimes you even can get a ticket for that. You know, get a ticket. You know, get a ticket for it. You know, it's something that it's not como é que é a palavra? That's not allowed. Estava lembrando em português, nossa, esqueci, eu perdi o raciocínio. It's not allowed. You know, allow? Allow? Permitir. So, allowed? Permitir, right? That is not allowed. It's about time, Paulina. Look, I think it's about time you had a haircut. You know, it's about time. hey, it's about time we start this pickup. You know, it's about time. Paulina, it's about time you take the bus.
Vou fazer agora.
No. For example, now it's 2:41, you know? You have to take the bus at 2:45. So you have 4 minutes to take the bus. Paulina, it's about time you go to take the bus.
Vou fazer na hora, assim.
Aham. E tá na hora, literalmente. Right? It's about time, então, está na hora, tá? It's about time to take your medicine. It's about time to start the class. Paulina, the third useful expressions, we have a long definition here, not a long definition, but we say here in Brazil something similar, but in this case, this translation can sometimes do not make sense. Se a gente pegar especificamente cada parte, se a gente for pegar, por exemplo, a tradução literal disso, olha só, manter o contato com os Jones, tá? Manter o contato com os Jones. Vamos entender certinho o que é. For example, Paulina, I will say about some person, you know, Mariazinha is poor, you know, she doesn't have money, you know. Of course, she does some money. She has money. She works, you know, but she can't buy expensive clothes, or she couldn't. She couldn't shop expensive clothes. She couldn't have the top of the art smartphone. She couldn't, but she does it, no? Because she has friends that are rich and that have lots of money, that go to every party, that spends so much money on clothes, on shoes, you know, on go to expensive hairdressers. So Mariazinha, she wants to keep up with the Jonases. She doesn't have enough money, but she creates a profile, you know, perfil. She creates a profile that's someone that has lots of money. So she's trying to keep up with the Jonases. Like this, or we say also Maria vai com as outras. Like this, Maria vai com as outras, right? To keep up with the Joneses. Deixa eu ver se onde é que tá essa frase aqui. Hora 4. How can I keep up with the Joneses? You have to own a limousine, right? Like this. Quer ver? Traduzido em inglês, manter o contato com os Jones é um idioma. É uma expressão em muitas partes do mundo anglófono, né, da língua inglesa, referindo-se à comparação com o próximo como referência para a classe social ou acúmulo de bens materiais. Falhar em acompanhar os Jones é percebido como demonstrando inferioridade socioeconômica ou cultural. É o famoso Maria vai com as outras, né? Ou que é bancar de riquinho, like this, right? Acho que talvez seria mais esse bancado riquinho do que Maria vai com as outras, né? Que Maria vai com as outras por exemplo, assim, alguém fez uma coisa errada lá, você vai lá e faz também junto, entendeu? Você estava junto, mas Maria vai com as outras, like this, right? Tranquilo, Paulina? That's it. To throw in the towel, Paulina. I won't throw in the towel. I'm not a quitter. You know, I won't give up, right? This translation means specific. Jogar a toalha, you know, jogar a toalha no sentido de desistir. I won't throw in the towel, you know. I won't stop doing that. I will focus on that until I get it. Okay? That's it, Paulina. You can understand all my examples in English. That's perfect. I have to show you some stories on Instagram. you will get crazy. You will faint, Paulina. You know, faint?
No.
Like, you know, it's not die. It's not die. It's just faint. People who take a fright. Take a fright or get a fright? No, people who take a fright. Some people who take frights, you know, may faint like this. I will show you here. Let me. Deixa meu celular parar de travar aqui que eu mostro. Meu bagual aqui, quer ver? Arisha. You know Arisha? Yes, you know this girl? If you don't, you must follow her because she's perfect. And it's cloudy today, so I planned some mountain activities. Look. Seven waterfalls, okay? Kamataro. Stems? Station breeze and structures. Please use your excellent imagination to picture several more waterfalls and stems. I'm not going to post every single thing. Last one. That's Japan. That's amazing. That's why I remember. I don't know why I remembered that. No, nothing. Não foi nada que me fez lembrar, foi só. That's it. That's Japan. And this girl has a YouTube channel called English 101. And she always speaks English, you know? Acho que eu mostrei um vídeo para você dela. English 101, né? This is the channel of hers.
Good grammar and spelling are fun.
Not this one.
But if you want to write essays that inspire,
This one.
Want to speak real English from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at EnglishClass101.com. When learning a new language, many people are scared of making mistakes and feeling embarrassed. But mistakes
Yes,
will be your
her
biggest
channel is amazing, you know? Her YouTube channel. Galerinha do YouTube, mas estão ignorando bonito mesmo, nem oi, nem nada assim, nem dá um ruim. Hoje a lua está em câncer, portanto estou emotivo. Nem sei se está. Cadê a Jade? Cadê o Vitor? Que momento. Não quero falar com vocês agora também. Quero saber. That's it, Paulina. Honk the horn, it's about time to keep up with the Jonases and to throw in the towel, you know? Any question about useful expressions, Paulina? If you want to start from now, Paulina, starting this day, creating not only about the speak up that you practice every class, you know, at home as a homework, but also if you try to apply the useful expressions, Paulina. What do you think? Apply, you know, like create sentence using the useful expressions. Can be? Okay. Some of them can be hard for you, Paulina. It's not hard for you. It's easy to understand what the sentence means, but it may be, vocês dão oi, não quero falar com vocês agora. But it may be hard to apply, to create sentence using that, you know? But no problem. Oi. Que oi, que ó, 4h50 da tarde vocês vão me dar oi. Vou desligar aqui, eu não quero falar com vocês, não. Tchau. Já lá. Ainda bem, tô almoçando. Ah, tá.
Nós estamos andando atrás.
Nossa, adivinha quem é? Te dá uma chance só. O Victor.
Quem vai ser?
Ah, que bullying, ó, viu? Aí, Victor. Let's check, Paulina, uma água que eu tô com a minha garganta bem. Estourada. Still loving you. That's it, Paulina. Speak up. Let's go there. I will play the audio, and you can highlight any sentence that you don't understand. Remember, highlight? Yes, go there.
Book 3, Lesson 27. Speak up. How can we let her know we are here?
I'll stop in front of her house and honk.
I think my hair has grown so fast.
It's about time you had a haircut.
He thinks it's impossible to win.
Is he going to throw in the towel?
How can I keep up with the Joneses?
You'll have to own a limousine.
It seems everything is out of control.
Take action instead of moaning.
What is this noise?
The audience is roaring.
Roaring.
Can you balance a football?
I can balance a football on my head.
Are they sailing to the south?
They're sailing to the west.
It's too windy today.
I love to see the trees swaying in the wind.
Did they talk until late?
They talked until sunrise.
I'm beat.
You do look weary.
Do you need thick or fine paper?
We need fine paper.
Why do you feel guilty?
I feel guilty for taking the money.
What's a major concern in big cities?
Traffic is a constant concern in big cities.
I'm concerned about you.
I appreciate your concern.
I'm stressed out. I can't take it anymore.
I think you're ready for a vacation.
Yeah. Let's go there, Paulina. I think you've highlighted some words in there. Can ask me.
Na 5, instead of.
Instead of,
É.
Paulina, when you have choices, for example, we can eat pizza instead of eating cheeseburgers. Like this, you can,
Em vez dele?
yeah,
E na 5 mesmo, morning.
it seems everything is out of control, take action instead of mourning. It's like complain, tá? Tem no vocabulário, Pauline, eu esqueci a tradução dela específica, mas é sinônimo de complain, tá? Área de... It's like lamentar, Na verdade, mono. O que você achou no mono ali? Tem gemido, né? Isso, mas na verdade, como eu falei, sinônimo de complain, tá? Conhece a palavra complain? Complain? Complain aqui, ó. Sinônimo dessa palavra aqui, ó. Nesse caso, stop moaning, né? Tá com NG? Pode não, tá com NG, né?
Tá.
Isso. Então, ó, tipo, haja, né? Ó, take action, tá? Como é que tá ali? Esqueci já.
Take action instead of morning.
Isso, take action instead of mourning. Tipo, haja ao invés de ficar reclamando. Haja ao invés de se mexa ao invés de ficar aí chorando, se queixando, tá? Mourning, right? Complaining, daí seria com NG. Complaining, right?
Na 6, audience. Eu entendi o significado da frase, tipo, the audience is growing.
The audience is, like we say, pegando fogo. Então, a gente falaria assim, ó, digamos, está pegando fogo no sentido de, sei lá, a gente está falando alto, não? Tipo, uma audiência que está agitada, que está... A gente fala assim, nossa senhora, a audiência está pegando fogo, tá? Como se fosse no sentido de sonoro, tá? De as pessoas estarem se desentendendo ao ponto de precisarem ter que falar, né, com um tom de voz mais elevado. Então, seria, the audience is roaring, right? Because we can say that... In Portuguese, we say, tá pegando fogo. Like this. Tá bom? O que mais, Paulina?
Na 9, na pergunta, wind.
Look, Paulina, you know the blind here? This is a blind. We have the window and the blind. You can open and close the blind. Like this. It's like persiana, you know? It's like this. The blind. The blind is swaying right now because of the wind.
Da wind?
It's like this. Look, it's swaying.
Tá. Tipo, it's too windy today, ele fica muito balançado.
It's too windy. Não entendi.
Na pergunta 9, it's too windy today.
It's too windy today. It's like tá ventando muito hoje, né? It's too windy. O curioso no inglês é que nós temos, por exemplo, os fenômenos da natureza ali, né? Por exemplo, eu tenho a palavra sol, eu tenho a palavra nuvem, eu tenho a palavra chuva, eu tenho a palavra... Como é que tá aí? Temos a palavra vento, tá? Algumas coisas da natureza. Então eu vou dizer que está ensolarado, né? Ó. Sunny, está nublado, cloudy, está chovendo, está chuvoso. A gente fala chuvoso, né? Isso. Mas aqui ventoso não falamos, né?
Está ventando.
Está ventando.
Entendi.
Like this.
Na 11. Na 11. On beat. O que seria beat? Beat.
Acabado, pode ser. Detonado.
E na resposta mesmo,
Weary. Weary we have, it's like really, really, really tired. Yes, weary. Yeah, I think this word we have in the vocabulary, Paulina. Weary. Yeah, the second column. Yeah, weary. Yeah, it's like esgotado, não? Como é que foi?
Exausto.
Exausto. Like this.
Eu acho que era isso.
Ok. Na 12, do you need thick or fine paper? Ok?
Não tinha percebido essa.
Let me see. This is fine, right? It's fine. The surface of this paper is fine. Yes, this is fine. This is thick. The opposite of fine is thick. It's like grosso, right? Nothing else, Paulina? Nothing else matters. For the next class, Paulina, so you can choose, can select, I think, let's do 6, right? 6 sentences for practicing more and improve your vocabulary, okay? Paulina, I can do something that, because you don't have your app, Então, o site ali embaixo, daí o e-mail e a vai pegar esse 5 para trocar. Além de você pegar esse 5 para trocar, você vai pegar, digamos, pegou, você escolheu as 5, você vai ouvir o áudio e você vai tentar gravar um áudio, enfim, de qualquer forma seja, tá? Pode ser pelo aplicativo do celular, ou de gravação, ou pelo próprio WhatsApp, e você vai me encaminhar esse áudio para a gente conferir a pronúncia. Você vai ter o padrão daí do áudio para você ouvir e para você tentar se aproximar o mais perto daquilo, o máximo que você conseguir.
Eu te mando o áudio por e-mail,
Pode ser por WhatsApp, se você preferir. Pode ser? Beleza? Ficou bastante coisa, Paulina. Deixa eu ver então aqui. Diminui então do Useful Expression, vamos deixar só 2 então, tá? Para não ficar muita coisa. 2 do Useful Expression, 2 aplicações. Daí as trocas 5 ali, certo? E daí, além de fazer as trocas, paralelamente a isso, você vai focar em ouvir o áudio. Beleza? Vamos de todos, mas é bem simples de mexer aqui, Paulina. That's it?
Você fica dando conteúdo também.
Beleza. I'm willing to watch a film tonight. Vamos pular. That's it, Paulina. Tá bom. Beleza? Now, in the page number 112, Paulina, we have a question there asking it. Why do we need vacation? Why people need vacation in general, Paulina? What's your opinion about that?
In my opinion, the people need vacation to relax.
Relax?
Yeah.
Yes. You know that in some countries, vacations are not a right. You know, right? We have sentido de lado, né? Direito, esquerda, tal, right. But when I say human rights,
There is one.
but in some countries around the world, like the USA, vacation is not a right. In Brazil, we have vacation, you know, we have this period to relax and things like this. And also in Brazil, we also get money for this period, for the vacation time. You know, when your father take vacation, you know, he get some salary, some extra money for this period. So Brazil is for workers. In this case, it's good. We get money for that, and explain for people around the world that in Brazil we have, we work 11 months, and we get an extra salary que é o 13º, plus vacation salary, people do not understand. And that's why in Brazil nowadays, with the politics here, they are trying to change that. They are trying to end up with these rights. So that's why it's dangerous. Of course, but people who in Brazil, it's really hard to create your own business and blah blah blah. But the great point is the money people get here, for example, in any company. For example, you work at Ambev. The salary you get working there, it's the lowest percentage of what you can of your contribution to the company. The money they make with you there, it's higher, and what you get back from that, it's low. That's the point that people say, Anyway, Paulina, so you think we need vacation to relax? Yeah, I agree with you. It's important to take some time off, with family or alone. Now we have a text here called "Ready for Vacation." Yeah, I will play the audio for us, Paulina. Go.
Book 3, Lesson 27. Listening and talking. Ready for vacation. Alfred is not simply a hard worker. He is a real workaholic. He even feels guilty when he's not working. For him, the drive to achieve is so compelling that his job is almost more important than other areas of his life, such as family, friends, leisure, and even health. But he just can't take it anymore. Fortunately, his wife has convinced him to take a break from work.
I'm tired of business meetings, telephones ringing, appointments, late hours.
Take it easy and work less, Alfred.
I've had enough of headaches, bills to pay, errands to run, and keeping up with the Joneses. Sometimes I even feel like throwing in the towel.
I think you're ready for a vacation. Just sit back for a moment and imagine Miami's white beaches covered with sand as fine as powder, swaying palm trees, the breeze, swimming, sailing, lying in the sun, trying out the restaurant with their gastronomic delights, brilliant sunrises and sunsets that will take our breath away. All the comforts of a top-of-the-line resort.
That'd really be a perfect vacation. It's about time now I took a break from work.
Let's look for a travel agency. They have the most perfect vacation packages for us.
What's up, Paulina? Do you agree with her?
Yes, I agree with her.
Yeah. Any questions? Workaholic, you know what it means?
Uma pessoa que é o estado do trabalho.
Yes, like this. No questions, Paulina.
Leisure.
Leisure? Leisure is lazer. Onde que tá? Primeiro parágrafo.
Não na sala 6, mas no primeiro. Essa parte.
Ah, tá. Job is almost more important than other areas of life, such as family, friends, leisure, lazer e até mesmo saúde. Leisure, leisure, lazer. Leisure. Paulina, I'm tired of business meetings, telephone ringing, appointments, late hours.
Take it easy and work less hours.
I've had enough of headaches, bills to pay, errands to run, and keeping up with the Joneses. Sometimes I even feel like throwing the towel.
I think you ready for vacation. Just back for a moment and imagine Miami's white beach covered with sands as fine as roller, as swaying, palm trees, debris, sailing, lying in the sun, trying all the restaurants with their restaurant, the lights, brilliant sunrises and sunsets that will take our breath away. All the comforts of a top of the line resort.
That will be a perfect vacation. It's about time. Now I took a break from work.
Let's look for a travel agents. They have the most perfect vacation package for us.
That's it, Paulina. Have you ever taken a package tour? You, your family?
No, I haven't.
You have never? I think it's good and some package tour are not that expensive. Sometimes it's cheaper than buying it by yourself, to buy by yourself. So buy. Paulina, winter or summer vacations for you?
Some vacation.
Summer? Yeah, I think everybody like that. But in Nice specific, winter vacation is good because we cannot, for example, we can sleep more and it's good to stay more time in the bed, because of the cold weather specific.
Mhm.
Paulina, describe the best vacation you ever had.
Was last year when I was Réveillon in Blumenau. As I like it too much.
Yeah, Blumenau it's a hot city, right? It's not hot, it's warm. It's more than hot. It's terrible there. Okay. Last year with your family?
Oh yes.
Okay. Paulina, what is a good tip for balancing work and family?
Spirit.
Tip is like an advice. Paulina, I think you should sleep more. You should sleep earlier. It's an advice like this. When I use should, for example, I'm giving you an advice. For example, you are tired now. I say, Paulina, why don't you go to bed earlier? Why don't you start going to the gym? Why don't you stop eating fast food? Are some advices, okay? So tip is like dica.
I think it is. Não sei se eu lembro só falar disso porque eu não trabalho, né? Mas I think you can balancing work and family when you try to separate family and work.
When you don't mix the problems.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. It's a nice tip, Paulina. That's it. But for some people, it's hard to let things apart. Let things apart because it's everything a question of mind health. If this person has a health mind, health mind, it means that this person can divide the things. But if this person is facing many problems, in some of the areas of their lives, because it's plural, da vida delas, né? Their lives. It's hard to separate, but it's possible. That's it, Paulina. Any question here about the talk time? No questions about the text? You okay? Now remember that you have the access to the audios. If you want to try at home, listen, maybe, for example, the next vocabulary, the next class, if you want to practice that, it's a good choice. It's a good tip for you. Paulina, noise pollution. You know this, noise pollution?
Algo com
Sonoro, né? It's like poluição sonora, né? Right. Let's check, Paulina. I will play the audio for us and then we can talk a little bit about it. Any question? Don't forget to highlight, listen and reading practice. Let's go.
Book 3, Lesson 27, Listening and Reading Practice. Noise pollution.
Phones ringing incessantly, clients arguing, secretaries typing, cars, buses, trucks, and motorbikes roaring, sirens and honking from the traffic outside, loud voices and confusion. This is noise pollution. Your head spins, you moan, and simply cannot take it anymore. Although noise pollution can have major consequences to health and has affected the lives of millions of people, it has not received as much attention as other types of pollution, such as air pollution or water pollution, perhaps because we cannot see, taste, or smell it. We can take many steps to protect ourselves from the harmful effects of noise pollution. If we must be around loud sounds, we can protect our ears with hearing protection, like earplugs or earmuffs. We can also combat noise in our homes, schools, workplaces, and the community by helping strengthen laws and governmental and activist efforts to control noise pollution.
Okay, that's it. That's a good text, actually. Paulina, questions?
No futuro parágrafo tem spins. Your head spins.
Your head spins. It's like your hair, your head, it's like turns. Like, I don't have a coin here, like this. Oops, I can do that. Remember the spinners?
Yes. Entendi. Faz sentido. E o
Mon. It's like complain, remember? It's like complain. Yeah, you mourn and simply cannot take it anymore. Você se lamenta, você se queixa, reclama, tá?
A primeira palavra do segundo parágrafo.
Although, embora ou apesar? Embora ou I forgot. Although, embora, eu acho embora. Although, apesar disso. Embora a poluição sonora possa ter maiores consequências para a saúde e ter afetado milhões de vidas, não tem recebido muita atenção com outros tipos de poluição, como a poluição do ar ou da água. Perhaps, perhaps? It's like maybe. Talvez. Porque, talvez porque nós não conseguimos enxergar, sentir o gosto ou cheirar, né? Porque ela é invisível realmente, né? Faz sentido. That's it. Paulina, what do you think about the noise levels in your town? Like Lages, town. You can see, like your city, but in your town. What is the noise levels here in Lages?
I think is largest is noisy representative of the places you visit. Se você for no centro, é bem mais barulhento, mas se for lá, lá no meu condomínio, por exemplo, é quieto, é calmo.
Yes. In some areas we have noise, in other areas we don't have much noise. I agree with you, Paulina. I really agree with you. That's it. Paulina, let's do the listening for understanding. I will take notes here of quiz. We're not doing. Finish quiz. Record all. Deixa eu colocar aqui. Record audio of 5 sentences. That's it, Paulina. Let's check what problems we have. What problems is Jennifer facing? Because now she's living in a huge city, in a big city, in a huge city, right? So let's check what are the challenges she's facing right now.
Book 3, Lesson 27. Listening for Understanding. Jennifer has come from a small town and is now living and working in a huge city. What 3 challenges she has faced since coming to the city?
I travel 90 minutes or more each way to and from work, and it's making me sick. Long commutes contribute to higher blood pressure and less sleep and exercise. I'm certainly not the only one who's had that problem.
Again, I will wait some more. Can I play again, Pauline? Okay.
Book 3, Lesson 27. Listening for Understanding. Jennifer has come from a small town and is now living and working in a huge city. What 3 challenges she has faced since coming to the city?
I travel 90 minutes or more each way to and from work, and it's making me sick. Long commutes contribute to higher blood pressure and less sleep and exercise. I'm certainly not the only one who's had that problem.
Paulina, the sentence that she used, long commutes, like this. Like this, long commutes make you stressed, but she said that higher blood pressure, right? Okay, again, Paulina, one more time.
Book 3, Lesson 27. Listening for Understanding. Jennifer has come from a small town and is now living and working in a huge city. What 3 challenges she has faced since coming to the city?
I travel 90 minutes or more each way to and from work, and it's making me sick. Long commutes contribute to higher blood pressure and less sleep and exercise. I'm certainly not the only one who's had that problem.
Okay.
Eu consegui 2, eu acho. Que era daquela que a Cristian falou. Que são os derramamentos, a pressão do trabalho e da janela à noite, assim. Acho que é isso.
Yes. But in this case, pressure, she says about blood pressure. Okay, blood pressure.
Faced since coming to the city.
I travel 90 minutes or more each way to and from work.
She travels 9 minutes to and from work. Para ir, para vir, né?
and it's making me sick.
Ok.
Long commutes contribute to higher blood pressure and less sleep and exercise.
Less sleep and exercise, you know. Does the long commutes contribute to high blood pressure, less sleep, and exercise?
I'm certainly not the only one who's had that problem.
She's not the only one that has this kind of problem. Now, more people face the same problem that she's facing now. Mas, na verdade, vamos se respeitar, né? Só 9 minutos. She doesn't live in São Paulo, of course. She doesn't live in São Paulo. Ok, Paulina. Podemos finalizar? Alguma pergunta, alguma coisa? Tá de boa? That's it? Quer ouvir mais uma vez? O que manda? Ou quer tentar fazer em casa agora que você tem o... Das 5 frases que você vai escolher lá, certo? Daí você pode conferir a pronúncia através do aplicativo. Né? Ok. Do aplicativo não, pelo site que é melhor, tá? Ok, thanks for watching. Ninguém falou nada hoje, né? Tô chateado. Valeu.
Eu tava assistindo de novo.
Hã?
Isso, eu tava assistindo de novo na live.
Bye bye, fui. Bye bye. Manda bye bye, cara de pau ainda.